Welcome to Wrecsam News. This is our new podcast. So the first topic we're going to discuss is Wrexham's local development plan. So this has been really controversial. We've seen councillors threatened with jail over this. We've seen a 6-month-long police investigation by North Wales Police, and also councillors heading down to London and the Court of Appeal just before Christmas.
That wasn't on my bucket list for 2024, I've got to admit, the Court of Appeal. People can see thousands of new houses being planned or allocated land for, but they're not seeing the health infrastructure, they're not seeing the schools, they're not seeing the roads and the public transport to meet that new demand.
I remember seeing that piece of A4 paper which said Mark Jones versus the Welsh Ministers, Wrexham Council, and then the list of all of those developers as well.
Yeah, and I think we should point out, although it is in my name, that was purely to limit the potential court costs against us. It was capped at £5,000 because it was in my name. But it was the majority of Wrexham councillors who had voted twice in April and June 2023 not to adopt this plan. It may have been what the developers wanted, but it wasn't what Wrexham needed. Wrexham needs affordable housing, genuinely affordable housing. We've got more than 3,000 people on the council house waiting list. The majority of them want 1 and 2 bedroom accommodation. That's not what this plan was going to deliver. And I think one really important point to make is when we sent this to the inspectors, the planning inspectors, to examine, they came back with half the number of affordable housing. The vast majority will be classed as general housing, which is unaffordable to a great many people in Wrexham.
And we've described it before as Chester on the cheap, because a lot of these housing estates, and we've seen this over the last 15 years or more in Wrexham, we see these developers come in, they want to build big estates close to the bypass. So all this development and building is going on, all well, like you say, we've got thousands of people on social housing waiting lists. We have hundreds of people waiting to view properties, even to rent.